graduate from Kenyatta University, and I did gender and development studies. So the trend has been you'll do education, you'll do social sciences, you'll be a lawyer. So you cannot be something above than that. So we are trying to broaden the gap, the career gap for the learners with visual impairment so that they can also venture in the software development field. So we train this learner from those who are much interested and those who are able to capture the keyboard and also do all that it takes in the computer. We train them on coding skills with the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and now advancing to the Python. So we ensure that this learner has the ability to maneuver what they need to maneuver on the computer on their own. So in these 6 schools, we have been able, over the years, we've been able to train over 15,000 students. And this is it's a great number that has also motivated us. We also have enrolled over 200 teachers who are blind and low vision, and over 350 training hours per month to ensure that this learner has maximum time usage with the computer. So we have established computer labs, and that is where they access all that it takes. Now expanding to other schools like Kambui School for the Deaf, you'll hear from this panel, and also having digital hubs in the communities. So inABLE is reaching the population even in the semi-urban areas to enable them to access digital accessibility, digital literacy, and all that takes matters on inclusion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Valerie. That's wonderful. Can you share also very briefly, because again, we're on limited time, a testimonial from either a student or a teacher about the impact that this is having?
Oh yeah, thank you very much. As I said, I'm an alumni. I'm also a testimony of what inABLE is able to do. I lost my sight when I was 17 years old. I was not born blind. So it took me a lot of time to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, because I didn't want to be told the truth that I will go back and learn Braille and be able to go to a special school. So it took me a lot of time to consume this. And having gone through the same journey, I've seen students at Thika School for the Blind. You saw the students here, right? So these students are our products, and currently there is a student by the name Martin. Martin is able to diversely do so many things with the computer. And this boy is catching the eye of everyone because he is so much talented, because he can do software development on his own using the Chromebooks. He has even developed a website, and with the testimonials that he gives us, he's able to do even Python. So it is something that is catching the attention of everyone, and also Martin is able to do chess for the blind. So it is really motivating the instructors at the stations, and also motivating the students, the other students, to make sure that they are pursuing what they can pursue. And from the teachers as well, we are transforming digital literacy to the classroom. So we ensure that we also capacity build the teacher, that when they go to the classes, they also have the ability to attend to this learner with the digital skills that the learner has. So they comfortably use their Chromebooks. They also have their personal Chromebooks that they use in class. If the CBE has so many links to YouTube that the learner has to access. So we ensure that this teacher has the ability, and also we provide internet for them so that they can also transform digital literacy to the classroom. I say there is vision beyond lack of sight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Valerie. That was wonderful. So now moving on to our next panelist. So Sam, you've been involved in the program at the university level with law students and providing assistive tech. Again, similarly, can you introduce yourself and provide background about that program and the impact that has had on students as they pursue their degrees in law?
Good afternoon, everyone. There's an African proverb that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Today, we are here together, taking the first step to ensure that everyone can go far. My name is Kenyatta Samson. I am a final year law student at the University of Nairobi, eagerly waiting to graduate in December. I am a male. I'm in a blue suit, short hair, and kind of blue tie. I am a person with monocular vision. Therefore, I understand firsthand the impact of technology. I am also proud to be a beneficiary of the inABLE University Assistive Technology Program. The program began last year in April, where we had a month-long training, followed by a 2-week refresher, which took place this year in March. Most students with visual impairments always learn through Braille. This is a problem because they do not get enough computer technology by the time they join university. A challenge where by the time they are in university, they do not have these computer skills that is very essential, for example, in online learning, assignments, and also in doing other things, for example, research. inABLE saw this gap and stepped into gap to bridge it. They provided MacBooks with specialized software tailored for persons with disability. For us, law students, the program has been very beneficial to us. I will give a few testimonies, starting with myself. As a final year student, writing a dissertation is a lot of work. It requires extensive research and thorough writing. But with the device that inABLE gave us, I was able to conduct my research in an unprecedented ease and efficiency. I finished my dissertation. It was on AI governance in half the time that I would have taken to finish it without the device. 2 of the beneficiaries are first-year law students who are blind. When they first joined campus, they faced a huge barrier because they could not access, because the library books were inaccessible to them. They struggled to use the physical books from the library, a challenge that could easily block their academic journey. But inABLE came in and gave them the MacBook that has powerful screen readers. This MacBook became their lifeline. At the moment, they're able to access the vast online resources through the University of Nairobi e-library platform. The University of Nairobi, just like many universities globally, adopts both online and physical learning. I can say that almost half of the classes are online, and these gadgets are helpful. Also, I must also mention that the assignments, almost every assignment that you're given, is done in soft copy and submitted in soft copy. The devices have been helpful to us. In the morning, someone was talking about content creation. One of our beneficiaries is a talented content creator. The device, because it has a powerful software, has helped her streamline her creative work. She's now able to pursue her passion alongside her legal career. And finally...
Actually, Sam, if we can move on, to make sure that we have enough time for Connie. Those are wonderful testimonials, and delighted to hear about the success of that program. And now for our third panelist, Connie, the program at Kambui School for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. I know it's in its early pilot stages. Can you introduce yourself, provide some background around this pilot, and any feedback that you have around that as well?
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Connie, as you have heard. I'm wearing an African dress. I'm chocolate a year so. I have a short hair with white patches, simply because of age. Thank you. Kambui School for the Deaf, I've been there for the last 10 years. It's a school which deals with the deaf learners from PP1, that is age 6. We have, it's a comprehensive school because we have pre-primary, we have primary, we have junior school, and we have what we call vocational school. So inABLE came to our head. I never knew whether it will work, but surprisingly, we are pilot school, and what I've seen for the few months we have been with them, it is wonders. It is so beneficial to our learners because we have what we call live transcribe, where you can see when somebody is talking, there are written words, and then the learners are able to get it. The learners are able to understand. When there are captions, they will understand. When somebody talks, you see the captions written on the screen, which means that the learners are going to benefit. We have 3 categories of learners, that we have the deaf, we have hard of hearing, 2 categories. So when we use the 3 languages, the 3 modes of communication, our learners understand better. We also find that when it comes to digital learning, our learners can have what we call independent learning. They can learn alone when the teacher is away. They can also do assignment as long as the teacher is not there, because what we have done is we have done the content, we have put the content on our screens, and the learners can learn without the teacher. Also remember that these digitals have helped a lot for our teachers, who you know that they can get a lot of materials, a lot of learning content from the digital world. And the technology is really helping our school so far. Our worry is one, when they finish the primary level, how are we going to close the gap? That is a question which needs to be talked about. But so far, our school is doing well. We are happy for the inABLE. We are happy for the Google, because it is a pilot school, and I hope with this one, they'll also go to other schools. Personal testimony. When I went to Kambui, it did not have such much of technology. But if you walk to Kambui today, you'll be happy. You'll be happy to see what is happening. The learners are very happy. The learners are motivated to learn. Even the teachers are motivated to teach, because when you go to the computer lab, you have everything you need. And this is marvelous. It's so beneficial to our learners with deafness. And I'll say this. As we move forward, I know inABLE will go to other schools, because it is good to cut across and not to disadvantage some of the learners, but let all the learners with disability, with the deafness, also benefit from this technology. Because the technology is doing well, we have the CBC, and you know that the CBC actually, it is encouraging the digital world. And the learners are going to learn more. Our learners are going to be independent. There is a storyline, digital storyline. The learners are going to be independent, and with that one, I know we are going to achieve more in the person with deafness.
Thank you so much. So you've gotten a taste of what's going on across these schools and the possibilities for students to achieve and excel and successfully, ultimately gain employment and so on with the introduction of these digital skills and computers. So now there's actually a question that I'm going to throw out to all of us to think about. Of course, our panelists have thought about it as well. So the challenge is, how do we make this pervasive? So in Kambui, in Tika, in the law school, these are all sort of pilot stages. They're small scale, and they're demonstrating the power and the impact. How does it become pervasive across Kenya, and then even across all of Africa? What do we want to see in the future, and how do we make that happen? Pilots are going to be a proof of concept. We actually want to make this real and instantiated, and that's a challenge to all of us, to take it from here, having demonstrated its value, and being able to make this more broadly available. And with that, I want to thank our spectacular panelists for all that they have done before coming to this session and how they're driving this technology in their own programs and in their own schools, and for an excellent session. So thank you to our panelists, thank you to our audience, and the discussion continues.